Hello, Leo. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here. My name is Cassandra. I am the witch, the spiritualist, the founder, and creator of Magic of Eden. I am also a published author, writer, and poet, here to help you reclaim your divinity by merging the arts of poetry and magic. If you guys are returning, hey fam, I, of course, always appreciate you. Thank you guys for showing up, for loving me, for being here, for supporting me, and just vibing, you know? Now, I want to start off with a quick prayer. Spirit, thank you so much for allowing us to dwell together and for me being the vessel to deliver any messages that Leo needs to hear right now. I set the intention that Leo feels protected, loved, honored, cherished, and well rested. I also do set the intention that our spirit team shows up to give whatever messages for Leo, that whatever it is that they need to hear, that they also receive that. I also set the intention that in this reading I take my time, because for whatever reason, Spirit, I feel like I'm stumbling all over my words, and I set the intention for clarity, for wisdom to flow through, and that if there is any confusion that Leo has right now, that you intervene and give divine wisdom and clarity through the cards that we have here right now. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being a part of us. We are a part of you. Ashe, Asheo. Okay, now, the first things first that I want to say about your reading, Leo, is that it was extremely difficult picking a deck for you guys, and I actually was only going to pick just the tarot cards and like one set of oracle cards, but then I was like, nah, I'll go ahead and choose two. But you guys are going to have significantly a lot less cards. Simplicity was something that came through while I was shuffling your cards. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I had to close the window because there's a lot of activity going on outside, and it's so funny because it didn't happen until I started doing your reading specifically, so that's fun, right? And as I say that, I just heard the word hesitation, and it's almost kind of like some of you guys have been very hesitant as to make certain calls and to do certain things, and there's something about it's like some of you guys, it's like your mind is everywhere. It's, yeah, like 100%. It just kind of feels like you guys need time to really relax and connect. Like, I just heard Spirit say something about putting yourself on bed rest. This could just simply mean, this could be literal, or this could mean that it's definitely time for you to take your hands out of whatever you've got them in. I saw someone sticking their hand in the cookie jar, and then Spirit said, okay, take your hand out of the cookie jar. You've had enough cookies. There's something about keeping your hands off and keeping your hands out of something so that you can give your body time to rest, to relax, and to just give your mind a chance to catch up to everything that's going on, because some of you guys have a lot going on in your realities right now, and just like Gemini, for some of you, it's really hard to focus. I really do feel right now that Spirit is asking you to take some time to not necessarily make any decisions. I don't see any decision making. If anything, I see this more so as resting. I just heard Spirit say also, you may want to move out of your comfort zone. There's something about moving out of your comfort zone that's coming through right now. I heard Spirit say positive changes are ahead. I just think that some of you guys may need to work on being more receptive. I don't know why that's coming through right now, but I'm going to honor it. I think that some of you may have a really hard time with receiving, and I do feel that Spirit is guiding you to open yourself up for help, support, love, and all these different things. Oh my goodness. And when I said that, why did we get the Three of Cups here? I'm like not even kidding. For whatever reason, this makes me feel like there are some people or maybe like family and friends that you can call on to help support you throughout this time. I do feel that Spirit is saying that it's your time to be open and receptive. And again, it's time for you to lay it down and for a change and let someone do something for you. I think that for some of you guys, you're the support system for others. It's okay for you to allow them to support you as well right now, because there's so many things that Spirit wants you to focus on. Some of the things that Spirit, what are some things that you want Leo to focus on right now? I just heard that there's some things, what you need to focus on right now are I don't know why I just heard the word intentions, like some type of intentions being set. What intentions do you have for yourself? That should be your focus. But at the same time, your way of manifesting more than likely is gonna probably be a challenge for you if you're not open to receiving, or if you're used to doing too much. I think that there's been like I don't know why I'm hearing the word toxic, but it's almost kind of like when you eat something, like a lot of something, like a lot of tomatoes or too many tomatoes, it can be a bit too acidic. There's something, I don't know why the spirit is bringing me to the physical body. Like there's something that's very acidic, and you want to make sure that you're eating foods that, or try to eat foods that are more alkaline to balance the body out, because you don't want to be too alkaline and then you don't want to be too acidic, because then there creates an imbalance. You want to make sure that it's imbalanced. There's something that's I'm hearing. I just heard that there's something for some of you guys that you may be eating or that you're not eating that is contributing to the deterioration of your health. You may want to go ahead and get that checked out and get that looked at. If you guys are if you find yourself going to the doctor a lot, Spirit is saying that you can lessen your trips to the doctor the more that you rest. That's something that's coming through very heavily right now. You do have some cards that are face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that are face down. The number 6 does connect me to family. Your family dynamic may be changing right now. You may have an addition to a family. You may be having like some type of addition to the family, or a few new additions, or some type of like rewiring or restructuring around the family dynamic. I also do hear that Spirit is saying that there's a need for you to let your guard down a little bit, ease up a little bit, let down the firewall some, because there's something about this firewall that you have to maintain that's knocking you out of alignment with your divine feminine energy. That's something that is coming through. Divine femininity is coming through for you hard right now. And I think that you more than likely are in a space where you are extremely feminine, and so Spirit is saying that it wants you to lean more into that so that you can be taken care of. And I know time and time again you find yourself saying, well, if I don't do it, I don't know who is. And I feel like now is the time where, even if you find yourself having to do certain things, try doing it this time more with ease. If you are used to being forceful, Spirit is asking you not to be forceful, because by you doing so, you can, I'm hearing, wreak havoc on the physical body. So you really want to be careful with that. There's something about the physical body that keeps coming through for your reading. I don't know why tomatoes keeps coming through right now. You either want to stay away from tomatoes, or you may want to eat tomatoes. Pick your poison. I don't know. So basically, there's something very specific about tomatoes. Papaya is coming through. Strawberries are coming through. Things of that nature that are coming through. I don't know why. Those are coming through. Melons are coming through. Like some type of like tropical fruit. I'm seeing like coconut water. There's something very specific about you changing your diet to something that is more sustainable. I'm hearing Spirit say for you to eat more organic foods. I don't know why. I just heard Spirit say stay away from spicy foods. Just take it as it resonates. I mean, I know that we're all human. We're gonna do what we want to do regardless, right? So just take it as it resonates. Leave it, at the door. The Lover's card is in reverse here. The Queen of Wands is here. We have the World card, the King of Wands. Yep. You are definitely leaning more into your divine feminine energy. So basically, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Magician, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords in reverse here, the Three of Cups. I do see the Lovers in reverse, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the World card, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, excuse my French, reverse. You have the Two of Wands here. You also have the 10 of Wands, and you've got the Queen of Swords. I 100% feel like for you, this is definitely a time for you to say goodbye to certain things. You're saying goodbye to certain things. You're saying goodbye to certain people. For some of you guys, you're moving into a space where you're more supported. I do feel that right now you're 100% being guided to rest. Spirit is asking you to not send that text message, to not send that message. Spirit is saying that if you have anything in your archives, or if you have anything that you have not sent out yet, to go ahead and delete that, because you don't want to end up causing more destruction than anything. There's something about going back and deleting a message. I don't know what it is. If you had any plans on that, Spirit is saying to reconsider. I do feel that right now, I'm hearing Spirit say there really is no need for you to try to make any decisions. All you need to focus on is allowing yourself to maneuver into a space where your manifestations can come to life. I do feel that this is definitely going to be a journey for you. There are lots of things that you are moving behind, or that you're leaving behind. And one of the main things I'm hearing that you're leaving behind right now is your guard. I feel that your guard is you're asked, or you're being asked right now to let your guard down. Because some of you guys have a very strong way with using words. You come off as very cutthroat. Sometimes your words can stab and jab and just slice people and dice them. I do feel that Spirit is saying that what you're leaving behind is something about forceful energy coming through. You're leaving that behind. You're also entering into a space where you can expect for, again, you to be able to rest. There's a difference between you resting and you being handicapped. You're not being handicapped if you're resting. Some of you guys are used to being so active and moving that you feel that if you're not doing anything, that you're unproductive. When in actuality, Spirit is saying that rest is productive, and it allows you to make room for what you want to manifest to actually come in. So when you're constantly putting out work and doing, sometimes you can create this headspace or this energy where you are feeling like, well, if I don't do anything, it won't come. And if you say that, then you're 100% right. There's so much that you can do. It's okay for you to take a few steps back, because when you do, you're exercising that beautiful divine feminine energy where it's more passive, it's more quiet, it's more observant. And although it can be very destructive, in this sense, you're moving more into like the passive, quiet, receptive aspect of divine feminine energy. And I really do feel that for you right now. I do feel that there are some things that I just heard something about a divine masculine aspect not being assured of itself, of themselves. I don't really care how you identify. You can be whatever sex, gender, whatever. I'm saying that there's someone who is not secure in their masculinity, and Spirit is saying that in order to be secure in your masculinity, you have to be able to honor the divine femininity within you as well. I think these ideas are changing around divine masculinity, and for some of you guys, you're moving more into a space where you can honor the softer parts of yourself. 100%. With the 10 of Wands in reverse here, Spirit is saying that if you continuously do work, you are going to harm yourself. What Spirit is asking for you to do, Spirit is giving you a message in a very direct, very clear way. Sit down. Spirit is saying, I need you to sit down. And it's coming through almost kind of like a grandparent or like a parent saying, I told you to sit down somewhere. I don't know why it's coming through like that. It almost kind of feels like someone's guide is like, listen, I done told you, I don't know how many times, to sit your behind down. Why are you up? And it's one of those things where it's like, you can't help but to be busy, but it's good for you to just sit and rest. There's an emphasis of rest here that's going on for Leo. I do, for whatever reason, see a lot more of excitement going on. I just heard something about like a shower. I just heard like a baby shower or some type of, I just heard proposal. I'm also hearing the words bridal shower. So there's something about some type of like celebration. Even though the 4 of Wands is not here, I do feel the energy. There's some type of gathering that Spirit is saying can 100% be on the horizon. Be on the horizon. I really do feel that 100%. The Lover's card here is not connecting me to relationships. It's connecting me to decisions. Oh my God. Success is on the horizon, you guys. Success is on the horizon for you. This really does feel good and warm. It feels so good. It feels so warm. It feels so supportive. And I'm here for that with the Sun card coming through. Um, I just heard bouncing baby boy. I don't know why. I just heard bouncing baby boy. I heard bouncing baby boy. Ooh, okay, look at that. I really do feel like when you allow yourself time to rest, Leo, you can definitely expect for things to start to happen a lot more smoothly. I think that a part of your health for some of you guys has a lot to do with the fact that you're always moving and doing something. Spirit is saying for you to de-stress and to do things that are going to help you de-stress, because the more you engage in those things, I do feel that the more at home you will feel, the more secure you're going to feel. There 100% is a change happening in the family dynamic. It's so interesting because the Ten of Cups here and this deck actually does have they have a baby there. The mom and dad have a baby there. I feel like someone's having a baby. Someone's either having a baby or there's something very very metaphorical about this baby. There's something that people want to come together to create. Spirit is giving you the green light on that. As long as you allow yourself to rest. Also think about, there's something very specific about, like, I don't know why I'm hearing leisure and traveling. You guys got the 9 of coins here. I really do. I just heard well off. There's something about moving. There's something also about moving out of state for some of you guys. Like a change. If I don't know why I see some of you guys are getting new houses and like looking. I just heard something about real estate. You may want to start looking at houses right now in the market to see what you can afford and start to make plans around that. I just heard within the next upcoming 3 years, within that time frame. I don't know why it's 3 years specifically. It could happen before 3 years or it could happen at the 3-year mark, but for whatever reason I'm hearing the word 3 years. Take it as it resonates. I just heard that there may be some money coming in from somewhere. I don't know what that's about, but keep that in mind. There is something about I just heard joint resources, for you to combine resources, combine wealth, combine money, so that you can both be in a space of comfort. There's something about, or all of you, I don't know how many of you there are, but if you're thinking about, I just heard like a pot of land, like maybe looking to getting like a pot of land or like a big house that sits on land, or there's something very specific about that. What's coming through is horses. I'm seeing agriculture. I'm also seeing something about like farmland. There's something about that. I don't know if you've been thinking about growing your own food. If you have, Spirit is saying yes. There's something about homesteading coming through, but there's also something about the country life coming through, but in a modern way. I do not know what that's about. Take it as it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't resonate. I really do feel that with the 8 of Cups coming through here, you're definitely leaving something behind that was once valuable to you, that once brought you this sort of glittery feeling, and Spirit is saying that now has fizzled out and you're now in a space where you can see things for what it truly is. So now you can start to evolve from that, and when you accept that truth, you can be rest assured that there's more to be gained, if that makes sense. Spirit, do you have any other messages for Leo from Tarot of the Divine? Yes. Okay. Yep. Seven of Cups. That makes sense. In reverse, there's definitely going to be there's no longer a need for you to feel confused, especially when you give yourself time to rest and not focus on what decision, like what do I need to do, like what is more important, like what is this, like what's going on. Spirit is saying that now is the perfect time for you to lean more into that divine feminine energy, because that's going to lead you to the right answer. Sometimes the right answer means not making a decision at all, and also there's something about planning. I don't know why there's something about planning. So, all right, we're going to continue moving forward. Here are your oracle cards. We have fear here. We have fear. We have generosities here. We also have vows. Interesting, because I did hear something about like a bridal shower or something like that came through earlier. We have beauty. Beauty, I love that. And if you guys hear that cackling in the background, that's this candle right here. We also have success. I love that you have success. Of course, the sun card's here. I'm not surprised. And then you also have growth. I love this for you 100%. I do think that for you, simplicity is key right now. Simplicity is 100% key. I do feel that some of you guys were in spaces where you were just so scared and you just did not know exactly what the outcome is. I don't know why here, like, I'm here to make a bargain. Like, if you give me this or if you do this for me, I will make sure to do this. Like, I come here to bargain. I don't know why that's coming through. And when I said that, I did think about Doctor Strange. Yeah, Doctor Strange, the first one. I don't know why that came through, but anyways, there's something very specific about, like, you making some type of, like, vow or like an oath. I don't know what that's about. Or like being sworn into something. So I just heard something about like a leveling up. It sounds something to do with government. I think this might be an intervention again. Or not an intervention, like like something's like impeding this reading for whatever reason. It does that. Sometimes I get other downloads when I'm doing readings, so you guys have to bear with me, okay? Thank you for being patient. But there's something coming through about government, politics, interventions, the fall of a government. What's coming through as well is that there's something about like new voices in power. There's something about people who were sworn into office no longer being sworn into office. They're actually coming out of it. There's new people coming on the horizon. There's something going on about politicians. Something about the politicians are lying. I just heard one world government, but the government is the people. There's some type of revolution getting ready to happen. Okay, I have to leave that in there, even though that doesn't sound like it was personal to you, more than likely, or maybe it was, I don't know. But I have to leave this in there because it was what came through just now. Getting back to your reading, Leo. Okay, so that we have beauty here, success, growth. I really do see you guys moving out of like this old way of being and moving into a space where you can actually experience your like this more aesthetically pleasing aspect of life. I don't know why I see that for some of you guys. There's something about where you're really tuning in and diving into this very like just pleasing way of life, like this pleasing lifestyle, like wardrobe changes, going shopping, just living life to the fullest because of everything that's been happening right now. I really do feel that you are pregnant with something. You're getting ready to birth something. What I feel that is going to be birthed now is this transformation. I do feel that I'm hearing Spirit say something about a makeover. You may want to look into that. There's a new you coming out, and I cannot wait to see who you are. And I hope that we cross paths somehow because I want to hear all about your growth and your transformational journey because let me tell you, I'm so here for it. Okay. Yeah, like with this vow card here, I am being called to read that one and that one specifically for out of the book. This is a new deck that I'm working with that I have been using. Which card is that? That's 1815. Oh my goodness. I opened up right to that part. That's so wild. Keeping your word is important. Someone may be trying to damage your reputation by breaking their word. Check all legal contracts thoroughly before signing. If you make promises to yourself, see them through. You are worth keeping your good word to yourself. Honor yourself. Okay, and then I'm going to read the words of power here. I keep my word to myself and to others. Just follow through what you say you were going to do. If you find yourself being surrounded by people who don't keep their word, it's okay for you to walk away from them without hesitation. Okay, we all have to grow. We're not here to suffer. Okay. Yeah, 100%, Leo. I do see positive, amazing, beautiful changes ahead. Again, you want to look into changing your diet. Some of you guys may want to look into staying away from spicy food, if you will. I do feel that for some of you guys, you want to do the opposite. You may want to add spicy things to your diet. I do see, again, that... Hold on a second. I want to go back real quick. I do not know why I want to go back. Queen of Wands here. Okay, Leo, I am terribly sorry about that. I'm here again. My memory is full on my camera. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and continue. So, basically, the card that I wanted to look at real quick was the Queen of Wands. And for whatever reason, this Queen of Wands is bringing me to the energy of you not telling everyone everything. There's something very specific about you keeping certain things to yourself. There's something very specific about if there was a spillage of information, to be sure that you don't give any additional detail. There's something about you just allowing mystery to be the face of it. There's something very specific about that coming through right now for you guys. I also do feel that with the Queen of Wands here, this is bringing me to some type of sacred dance. I do feel that Spirit may be reminding you to get back into the flow of dancing. That way you can ease the body, that way you can ease tension and stress. So, this could be also a message for you saying that if you are someone who does not want to get your nose into something else, then don't. You don't have to overly explain yourself. You don't have to give a reason. If you don't want to, then you just don't have to. And if people are not okay with that, then let them not be okay with it. That's something that they have to sit with. So if you don't want to waste your time having to constantly overly explain or explain at all, you don't have to. In fact, Spirit is saying that it's probably better for your health not to explain, because if you keep explaining, it's going to frustrate you, it'll piss you off, and then next thing you know, you're dealing with like high blood pressure or some unnecessary shit that could be prevented if you didn't blow up in the first place. You know what I mean? So there's something very specific about that. So basically, with this Queen of Wands here, again, this is Spirit's last message letting you know that there are some things that you 100% need to keep to yourself, to keep quiet, to move in silence, and let the work show for itself. Let whatever is forming form on its own without you having to make a very big announcement. The announcement will come when you want it to, or when you're ready for it to come. And Spirit is saying to let me know. That way we can move according to that timing. And even though there's a difference between my timing and your timing, at the same time, what I feel is that you're going to call out at the very moment that I know is good for you anyway. So follow your intuition. This is coming from Spirit. This ain't coming from me, by the way. Okay, you guys. So, Leo, that is your reading. I love you very much. I hope that this resonates. I hope that you take what you need from it. It is timeless. I set the intention that you leave and discard what does not resonate with you, and that this serves your highest and your greatest best. If you need anything from me, you are more than welcome to visit me online at magicofeden.com. You guys can also hold my hand and walk home with me on Instagram at Magic of Eden. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I will see you all in my next video.